All right, hey, Libby, we are number 1, and we are doing just increasing, decreasing. Whoop. Increasing, decreasing, and then maxes and mins, okay? So we've got to find increasing, decreasing first, and then we'll determine maxes and mins from there. Okay, first and foremost, look at this equation. What's he going to look like?
Why?
If you want to flip him, sure. Negative x squared minus 4x plus 5. Got it, cool. What is he going to look like?
2x.
What's he going to look like?
What? What?
You're doing the derivative. What's he going to look like? Like this. Like a parabola facing downward, right? So we got kind of in our mind before we sketch the graph of like what he's going to look like, right? So in our brains, we know he's a downward parabola, so he is going to have a max but no min. Got it. Okay. All right, and we're going to conclude that here in a second. Let's find the derivative. So f prime is, Eli just did this just a second ago. What'd you get?
Negative 2x
Minus 4. Okay, now what? What do we do with that?
Equal to 0.
Set it equal to 0. I'm going to move the 2x over to the other side so he's positive. So negative 4 equals positive 2x. Do you see what I did there? Okay, then divide by 2. So we only have one critical number, which is negative 2. Okay, from there, what do we do next?
Negative 3 and 0.
Okay, so we gotta do 2 test intervals, right? One critical number, 2 test intervals. We're going from negative infinity to negative 2, and from negative 2 to positive infinity. Okay? All right, Reese wants to do negative 3 and 0. Cool. All right, now where do we plug those into?
The derivative.
The derivative. And the derivative is negative 2x minus 4. Negative 2x minus 4. Okay, so negative 2 times negative 3 minus 4. Positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. So that means he is
Positive 2.
increasing here. And over here, he is negative 2x minus, oh wait, we're plugging in 0. So negative 2 times 0 minus 4. Negative. So he is decreasing. By the way, FYI, look at this equation just really quick. Just really fancy quick. You people who still have to take the ACT, yeah. We have this function right here, and if they ask for, hey, this is exciting. If they ask for the vertex of this equation, you know how to find the vertex?
Negative b over 2.
Negative b over 2a. Supposing you don't want to do that, take the derivative, set it equal to 0. Right? You're going to get the vertex. Make sense?
Wait, negative 2.
It goes the day that they take the
So,
What?
either way you will get the vertex, right? Got it? Are you humming me?
What did you say?
So, this function, let's say I was given a question like on the ACT and they say find the vertex. You could plug it into negative b over 2a or take the derivative and set it equal to 0 because that's going to give you the vertex as well, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, so there's that. He is increasing from negative infinity to negative 2. He is decreasing negative 2 to infinity. Okay, now, here's the deal. He has if he's increasing and then he's decreasing, he has a maximum but no minimum, right? Okay, where is the maximum located?
Negative 2 comma something.
Negative 2 comma something. How do we figure out the something?
Plug it in.
Plug it in. Okay. Negative 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2 plus 5. Okay, what is negative 2 squared? Negative 4 plus 8 plus 5. What's that? 9. So negative 2 comma 9. Negative 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He looks like this and he's doing this, right?
Minus 8, 12, 7. Whoa, wait, what?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Equals 9 plus 8.
Yeah.
So negative
Okay.
I did it wrong.
So that's what he looks like. So he is increasing on the left, decreasing on the right. He has a maximum at negative 2, 9. Got it. Cool.
Right, no, dot.
What?
For mins. No, you
Put
don't.
it at
None.
No.
Okay, so number 2, you're doing points of inflection and concave up, concave down. That is the
For second.
second derivative. So do the second derivative.
Just keep going.
He comes out real nice. Number 3 is all of them together. Okay?
4. We should have started with that one.
All right, you do number 2. I'm going to give you a head start, and then I'm going to go, and you can check with me, okay? Go. Second derivative.
Can I have the final? minus 30.
Chase wanted to look at.
Okay, great.
That final maybe without
Equals
crying.
0.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but I rechecked it, like, had to recheck it like 3 times.
What's
and I
12
found
times
a mistake.
18?
But that's also
Big
because
on my
mine
nose.
was like on the
What?
line. That's also because she was stressed about her physics.
That's true. I
That
was
would be
more stressed about
216.
How are you solving
It's
it?
divided by.
Is that the second derivative?
Yeah.
Here's the second derivative and then you're
It
plugging
was just
setting it equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 12x
35 out of 40.
equals
So
18.
you'll only do all 40, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
I think on here
No, you
somewhere,
have 30x.
27 and
Well,
23.
Minus 30x plus
Oh,
18.
because I separated my x.
No,
I
they're
took
not
my
needed.
x. I took
Is
an
it
x
not-
out.
is it not
So
12x
it's
squared?
18.
Yeah,
You
these
can't
balls
take
guys.
x out.
Yeah.
Unless you subtract the 18. You've already subtracted the 18 over.
Yeah.
That guy, and then you're.
12,
Yep, yep,
okay.
that's
I'm
pretty good.
confused. What'd you get for the second?
There you go.
I have a question. Don't know.
How big would you make a design that
The
goes
second
on the-
derivative?
Divided by 30.
Like,
Okay, whatever. That didn't work.
Wait, is this just plugged
Can
in?
you add the 30 over?
and you just put it right here.
No, it's just like a little guy that goes down here. It goes
Oh, you
down.
go sideways? Or
Yeah, like 2 inches.
Oh,
No,
we can do that.
because it would be
Wait,
negative
can
18 over
That's fine.
12x minus
Right
30.
there? I would
Can you-
go.
can you-
yeah,
Well,
I
x
would go like
equals
2
0.
inches.
Okay.
X equals 0 is one of them.
What do you have to do?
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Take an x out. 12 minus 30.
You move your 18 to the other side and then you take the x
12
out.
minus
You can do that?
Yeah?
12x minus 30.
X.
I forgot that.
12
So
Okay, so this guy's gone.
30
Then add the 30 over.
equals
Add
18.
30 over. X equals 1.
Wait,
X equals 0
negative
and 1.
18 minus or plus 30.
Does that sound right?
I got.
Wait,
0 and 1.
0 and 6.
0 and 6?
No, 0 and 3. I don't know.
Are you doing
what it
the
is.
I'm
first
so
derivative or the
confused.
second derivative?
What is negative 18 plus 30? 12.
I don't know. I don't know. Hold on a second.
I
Hold on a
that's
second.
what I did
is
wrong.
1.
I know
So
what I did
x
wrong.
equals 1.
Yeah, I don't know what
X
I'm talking about.
equals
Negative.
0 and what?
See, she's not doing that.
What are
She's-
you doing?
That's what I was doing.
What?
Yeah.
The
That is
second
not what
derivative?
I did.
It's not what I did either.
What did you
We
do?
should get the same thing. Keep going.
What did you do?
Just keep
You
swimming.
moved the
just
18
keep
over. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Why?
You can only set it equal to 0 if it's like you can only do it if it's set equal to 0.
It is.
1.5.
What do you mean?
No, like originally set equal to
Yeah.
0.
It's 1.
Yeah, you gotta leave the 18 on that side and factor.
Why is that a thing?
Because it's something called the zero product property.
I didn't want to color on my
I should've known that.
paper.
Did we not learn that in proofs or what?
I'll talk to you about why here in a second, Reese.
Confused.
Okay, I'm gonna toss the 6.
So 1.5.
Hang on. So 6 times 2x. Wait. Yeah, 2x.
Angel, you led us astray.
I thought I was right.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, it is all your fault.
Thanks. That makes me feel really happy.
You're welcome.
How big can the back of a shirt be? Like how big did you make the strong one? The back.
How wide?
What'd you do with the 6?
9?
13.
You
She
could
got
go,
rid
you
of
could
it.
go 10.
Oh, yeah.
10?
I don't know. Minus 5x plus 3.
Why are graduation cards so expensive?
6 negative 5 is
Just don't invite anybody.
what? 2?
Can I skip my own graduation? Is that like an option?
Yeah.
What is going on?
I don't know.
It is
Why is this one so
1.5.
difficult? I can't do
Can you
paper.
graduate if you miss graduation?
No, she's skipping her own.
I'm,
The
skip-
party.
I'm skipping my graduation party.
Oh, your party. Thought you meant like.
No, I'm actually skipping the graduation too.
Yeah. I think can you still get your diploma if you don't show up to walk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm skipping that too.
She's like, on second thought. So it's.
I'm dipping. I'm done.
I have no idea. how
That
to
actually
do
sounds great.
I think I want to do my graduation like the day before graduation. That way I can go to other people's.
See, I wanted to do that, but I have 3 other cousins that are graduating this year, and my grandma's been freaking out about making all of our graduations since we were born. So like, it goes my cousin on Friday, me on Saturday.
What did I do wrong? There's something wrong.
Did you try to do the 18 over?
What? the
Did you
heck?
try to do negative 6 and 1?
No, how did you get negative 2x minus 3x?
Because it's a complex trinomial.
I did that. Wait, no, wait. I'll tell you what I did.
2 times 3 is 6.
Yep.
Did you do a 5 and 1? A 6 and 1?
Why won't that work?
Because it's got 2 times 3 is a positive 6. And if you do a -6 and a +1, it will be -6. And your groupings won't work.
What? I don't have any more room to mess up.
Oh, I died. Where did I go?
Oh,
This
that's a
isn't
good
fun enough to
sign.
do anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
He's back.
literally, I'm done. I didn't even do it.
Angel,
But
I
I'm
need
done.
help with my colors. Go do.
All right, you've got your critical numbers now. Plug them in.
I don't even have it yet. I don't
Oh.
have it yet.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay, what was the first option?
Like Jalen's, like the color of Jalen's sweatshirt
Okay.
in gray, like a light gray.
Okay.
So like Jalen's
Orange and
outfits.
Green and gray.
Yeah, green and gray. And then like a navy for an
I
accent.
have no idea what I want to do for my colors. I haven't even thought about it.
Well, my mom wanted me to do orange
Like,
and black because
I
I'm going to
can't-
down.
I can't just do like my favorite colors because pink and yellow look bleh together.
They really do. They look really bad together.
Unless I do
It's
like
like cotton
orange.
candy.
You could do like pink,
Like
orange, and
pink,
yellow,
orange, and yellow.
like a sunset.
Yeah. Cause you
Good
said that you
burgers.
have those letters, didn't you? Yeah, I could do pink, orange, and yellow.
I have to start ordering things now. Now that I chose my color.
What color did you
I'm
choose?
kind of
Now I
excited
just
to
have to
do
check it with my
Green.
mommy, but I don't know how she's gonna feel about it.
I just hope I do really
Like
good
your
on
outfit,
this
Jalen,
ACT, so I don't have to
basically.
take it for a third time.
What colors are you doing, Joe?
My brother didn't reply
Orange and
to
teal?
Yes, and I had them planned before
What
to
did
pick
you
our class colors.
So now you look like you're just trying to keep in with the senior class.
Literally. You know what? Those are my favorite
Yeah,
colors.
just hate.
And my whole room was literally that for like 3 years.
What?
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, I forgot
Have you
that I
taken
actually had to
No.
do something.
Yeah, Tate
What?
is
I haven't
super
taken it.
smart.
Why?
I don't know. I took it the same time as Ellie and Jake.
I'm just gonna.
I like that one.
It wasn't awful, but let's just say that I did not do.
I don't think anyone did good on that one.
Tate did really good, but he took a different one than us.
I did everything. All my,
I'm cheating. Sorry.
all my scores were like the same.
I
Oh,
also
not
cheated.
mine. My
I had
math
that
and
happen
science,
to
or
me.
my math and science were way above my rating.
Your science was that's good. Science is usually the hardest one.
Science is the easiest.
I didn't even get
No, it's
halfway
not.
through.
It's the
and I
hardest.
Reading
Same
is
score
hard
as
as
well.
fuck.
Reading
Oh, I
Reading
got
was
my
reading.
lowest score. I got yelled at by
Reading
the
was
teacher.
my
always my
highest
highest.
score.
I got a 19.
Always my
I
highest.
cannot like pay attention long enough.
Yeah.
I was like
I have
scared.
to reread it like 3 times before I.
Yeah, I'm like, oh wait, what was I looking for again? oh
They
wait,
make
what was
it-
I looking
they make it
Will you
so
make this how big it should be?
Yeah. I feel like
If you get like a
That goes in the back?
Huh?
That's going in the back.
No, that's the front. This is the back. This is
I
the
got a
side.
20 on.
This is the front.
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember what I got.
I got a
I got
8 on writing.
2500.
I feel like this looks weird.
I got
I feel like you should be centered.
Well, I'm gonna cut them separate.
I didn't get it.
I feel like you should center them over top of this instead of centering
My
them.
science
Okay.
carried me.
And then go off of like this being the center of the shirt. Okay. Any hooser.
Why don't they have
How big to make it?
Why don't we have 2 buses?
Because
Bring me a
we
ruler.
want to save money.
Because we never were.
All right, did you guys get done?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get your intervals?
I didn't even get my test.
You're kidding me.
There's
I
one
literally-
There's my table.
1 medium, 4 larges, 1
Sorry, I
extra
didn't hear
large,
you.
I'm looking straight at her.
1 2X, 1
But watch.
3X, 1 4X.
Can't do that.
That's
Or
what I
3X,
do.
not
My
4X.
sister scammed me.
So fancy.
Did you get that for
This is
Christmas?
a small one.
No.
The smallest they have is a
Since
medium.
before that I had a break.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
So
she
fun.
knocked it off
Guess where I got it?
the table. I remember that.
Walmart.
Kingdom.
And it didn't
Target.
break, and it didn't.
What?
Walmart or Target?
No. Not in person.
Amazon.
No.
Oh, I always get some of them.
TikTok shop.
That actually.
Okay.
How big?
Yeah.
I thought
Okay,
it took your credit
thanks.
card.
No, I don't actually. I don't know.
All right.
My mom bought it though.
Yeah, so.
How we doing?
Yeah. It's
Your
nice.
mom bought it off of TikTok.
It's my mom's information.
Your mom
Who
got
cares?
TikTok?
I don't even
She
know how
has
to shop
TikTok,
on
but she doesn't
TikTok.
like.
So.
She shops off of it.
She shops off of
That's
TikTok.
something I never
That
done.
sounds
I
very
would see like
safe.
this is only like $2 and somewhere else it's like 10. I'm like, doesn't seem right.
I don't even know how to shop. No, there's some like things like on Instagram. It's like for sale, like $10, and in reality, it's like 400.
I don't know what this is.
It just doesn't add up.
What's
Quite
going on here?
Red flags everywhere.
Negative infinity to
Redder than Ellie
3
shoes.
halves.
I'm really bad at knowing red flags.
I like them.
3 halves.
I know you
I
do.
like to stay on
Steele, we're on the same boat. It's fine.
I just
I
don't
did it the
know.
wrong
I'm
way.
really bad at like looking for red flags because I just like
I just don't
I
care.
see
I
green
know.
flags, I'm like,
Holy
oh,
schmoly.
that's
I see it,
fine, and then I like skip over. Like I don't do
see
it
until like I'm in the
intentionally.
relationship.
Like
Okay.
I'll just be like, okay, if I see a red flag. Okay.
Reese, is this too bold? You know, mine's just been, you know,
Oof.
she said bold. Too bold?
I like that.
That's good. You like that,
Me.
Vaughn? You like it, Joes?
How do we know the point?
The point
Can I
of
just-
inflection.
I don't actually want to.
Can I just put a picture
finish
of
this?
a
Yeah,
monkey
I
on
Is
the
that
board?
1-5? Okay.
A monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I don't
Can we
wanna.
take a nap next period?
I'll just put an owl.
No, you know, like next period is
Oh,
like
yeah.
the craziest period ever. Have
Yeah,
you
like,
ever
you're
been
always
in that?
the one
I'm
that's
also
like,
Josie, can we go over the points?
Why are you laying down on the ground?
Yeah! What the heck? I'm just gonna go pen at you.
All right, did you guys get your table figured out or no?
You will know.
You took your final on the ground.
I can't focus in a chair.
Okay, shh. You can't. You're not focused right now either, and you're sitting on the table. All right, here we go. Did you guys get your test intervals figured out?
Yes. I
No.
1 and 3/2 are your
No, because I
two
put
critical
my
numbers.
infinity 3 halves instead of
'Kay?
3 halves.
Oh yeah, 3 halves comes to the right of 1.
I didn't know that.
That's 1.5. Yeah. So
I know.
I don't know what you used, but I used 0, 1.25, and 2. Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, I plugged them in. And here's what I did. Here's my thinking, right? Your second derivative technically is 6 times this junk, right? Or 6 times this junk, right?
It's a very
But the deal here is I didn't worry about the 6. I canceled the 6 off because the 6 is not going to change anything, like positive, negative wise. So I just worried about those two bubbles, the 2x minus 3 and the x minus 1. Okay, when I plugged them in, I got positive when I plugged 0 in. I got negative for 1.25 and I got positive for that guy. For the 2.
That sounds
Okay.
right.
Concave up, concave down, concave up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means this guy right here is a
Boy.
poi, and this guy right here is a
Boy.
poi, and my pois are at 1 and at 3/2. 1 and at 3/2, comma something.
Okay, I got
Where
that
do you
one.
plug back in to find the something?
Is it the first
The
thing before you
original.
changed anything?
The
first
it's the
derivative.
original.
The
He's the original.
The OG.
Yep, you plug those guys in, and that's what I got. I got really ugly numbers for 3/2. 8.44. Yuck.
Okay, well,
Gross.
I trust you.
Okay, so those two guys are pois. What does this thing look like?
He goes like this.
Where do you know where your dot
Blah,
things
blah,
are?
blah, blah.
Pop, pop.
You what?
Do it again.
Sash.
Right?
So he's concave up to begin with. So here's what I'm tempted to say. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm gonna assume that he's doing like something like this, right?
Tip.
Yeah?
Oh, the other way.
And then maybe he's doing something like this,
Wow.
Wait, hold
and then he's doing something like that.
That's
You know? Because from here until here, he's concave down, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay? And then from here and beyond, he's concave up. And from here and beyond, he's concave up. You see that? Ish.
Oh.
I
Yeah?
guess.
Something of that nature, and that might not be exactly what it is, but like something like that. He's got to be an x to the 4th power, right? X to the 4th is the parent function, so he's got to be a w kind of looking thing. Except the one on the right is going to be higher.
W to me.
Yeah.
Wacky W, but it's
Yeah.
W.
Because your other poi is higher. If your pois were like 2 right across from each other, he would be like one of these,
He's a nice
Right?
guy.
where he's concave down and then concave up and concave up, right? But your two pois, one of them is higher than the other, so you're going to have one side higher than the other.
Okay.
Can you go back to the chart?
So it's just called a maximum when it's just changing.
Increasing, decreasing. So that's what's really hard about poise. These two places are not going to be your maxes and mins. It's like the halfway point between your max and min is what your point is. So like this guy I know should be halfway between here and here, right? This guy right here should be halfway between here and here because that's where he switches concavity.
He's always happening.
Weird. Yes. Yes. Halfway between the max and min chunk. Yeah. Yeah. Okay? All right, let's do the backside together. Here we go.
Was it 8.44?
8.44-ish, rounded. Okay? All right, number 3. We got to do both of them. Increasing, decreasing, which is first derivative. Concave up, concave down, which is second derivative. But look at the equation to begin with. We got lots of stuff that's going to drop off, which is going to be kind of nice. Okay, so first derivative, f prime.
12x is 12x minus
12x cubed minus
12x
12x squared. Cool. Let's set them equal to 0. What are you going to take out?
Six
Rid of the-
and
take it as
12x
squared.
squared out.
Take a 12x squared out. Leftover is
X
minus
1.
1. Cool. So if I set this guy equal to 0, x equals
0.
0. If I set this guy equal to 0, x equals
1.
1. Cool. All right,
Hey, I got
second
that.
derivative. Let's go down to our second derivative. Okay, take this guy and take the derivative of him. What is he?
36x squared minus 24x.
Yeah.
Cool.
My brain is gone.
Okay.
It's literally
36x squared minus 24x.
Take
Okay,
out
equals 0. Take out.
12x
Okay, left is
3x minus
2.
cool. All right, if I set this guy equal to 0, he is 0. If I set this guy equal to 0, he is
3 half 2
2 thirds.
2/3. Muh.
Sorry.
Okay, this is a little bit confusing because 0 appeared here and here. So is he going to be a poi or is he going to be a max min?
Gonna add the thing
Can you have it be both?
Yeah, sure.
Can it be a poi and a max min?
Yeah.
No.
You can't have one point be a poi and a max min.
Then it's the first
Do you
one.
really?
You think it's the first one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
Don't have
All right.
the-
Wait, does he have a
So-
multiplicity? Is that the thingy for his name?
Kind of. It has to do with that. Yeah. Okay, so how many together, all together, how many critical numbers do we have? All together.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
3 technical critical numbers. 3 critical numbers. So how many test intervals do we need?
4.
4. Split. Disgusting.
That's too many.
Okay, the first critical number is what?
0.
Negative infinity to 0. Okay, then going from 0 to what? 2/3. We can put them in order now. All right, 2/3 to 1. 1 to. Okay. All right, test point. First test point. What do you want? -1. Okay, between 0 and 2/3.
1/3.
I don't want to do 1/3.
0.
0.5.
0.5.
Oh.
Right? Half. What's between 2/3 and 1?
0.75.
Or just 0.7.
Okay.
Right? We could just do 0.7. That would work.
Okay.
Okay, what about 1 to infinity?
2.
2, sure. Okay. All right, now we're plugging into the first derivative. Okay, first derivative.
12.
12x cubed. Actually, you know what? My first derivative is 12x squared times x minus 1. Yeah?
Negative.
If he's broken down. Okay? Now, check this out. Are you guys all watching? This is what my first derivative was broken down. 12x squared.
10.
Positive.
12x squared. No matter what I plug in for x, it's always going to be
Positive.
positive. So I really don't have to look at this part, right? X minus 1, yeah?
So that's -2.
Okay.
times a positive
So
number.
this guy we said is always going to be positive. Okay? I'm not even going to look at him. So x minus 1, -1 minus 1 is negative, which means what?
Oh.
First derivative is negative. That means he is decreasing, okay? All right, we're going to figure out 0.5. 0.5 minus 1
I got this.
-0.5.
Negative.
is negative, which means he is
0.5.
decreasing. Okay, hold up. Wait a second. He was
It's
decreasing.
because
Then he was decreasing again. 0 was the number that we said was a critical number for first derivative and second derivative. So is 0 going to be a max min or is it going to be a poi? Poi, because he doesn't change increasing, decreasing at that point. Ha! Okay. All right. Or maybe he's not anything at all. I don't know. Okay, over here. 0.7 minus 1 is?
Negative.
What the heck is going on?
It's severe.
Decreasing again. Okay. 2 minus 1. Positive, so he is increasing. Reese, the answer to that was, I don't know.
Okay.
It's not always going to be a poi. It's, yeah,
You
just
Plug
random.
it in and figure it out.
Mhm.
That's kind of dumb.
There's no real pattern to like whether if he shows up as a critical number for both, it's not that he's always a poi or always an increasing, decreasing. It's just kind of like a
Was
Whichever one.
multiplicities a trig thing or was that a calc?
That's
trig. Both. Yeah, we talked about both. Okay, second derivative broken down is 12x times 3x minus 2. 12x times 3x minus 2. Okay, now I can't just get rid of the 12x because that won't always be positive, true? Okay, so if I take 12 times negative 1, that's going to be negative. If I take 3 times negative 1 minus 2, negative, so whole thing is positive, which means he is concave up. Okay, then 0.5. So if I take 12 times 0.5, that is going to be positive. 3 times 0.5 minus 2. Do you know what 3 times 0.5 is? 1.5. It's like half of 3. 1.5 minus 2. Negative. So he is negative, which means he is concave down.
Then isn't this going to be the same thing?
All right, this one, 0.7. 12 times 0.7 is positive. Now, hold up. 3 times 0.7.
That's right.
You know what 3 times 0.7 is? What's 3 times 7? 21. So 3 times 0.7. 2.1 minus 2.
But that's, oh shoot, it's.
Plus, which makes the whole thing plus, which means he's concave up again. Okay, so it looks like we're alternating concavity. All right. And then,
This one was.
next, we're plugging in 2. 12 times 2 is positive. Okay. 3 times 2 minus 2 is also positive, which means he is positive, which means he is concave up. So he is not alternating concavity. All right, so let's go through and let's check this. This point right here, at 0 comma something, which we don't know what that something is, but we're going to find it. What is he? Is he a poi or is he a max or a min?
But is 0.7 wait,
I'm not sure. How do you know?
Okay, so looking at these results right here, right? He's decreasing and then decreasing. So that means he's not a max or a min. He's concave up, concave down.
So he's a point?
So he's a poi. At 0 comma something, but we got to plug him back in, right?
But then is he also
He's 0.
another
0,
one at
0.
Okay, 0 comma, yeah, well, is that what he is? Plug back in?
Yeah.
So if you plug it back in, yeah, 0 comma 0. Okay, so at 0, 0, he's a poi. Okay, this point right here is the point 2/3 comma something, right? We don't know what the something is, but we'll plug him back in here in a second. What is he going to be?
He's going to be a poi.
He's going to be a poi also because he's decreasing, decreasing. So he's not changing, increasing, decreasing. He's changing concavity. So he is going to be a poi. Okay, and we got to plug him back in to figure out what he is. Should we plug him back in? 2/3, 3 times 2/3 to the 4th power minus 4 times 2/3 to the 3rd power. We're plugging him back into the original.
Negative 0.593.
That's what you got? Negative 0.593?
for sure.
Negative 0.593. Okay? And then this guy, what is he going to be?
What?
That 3rd place
He's going to be
is
a
1 comma something.
min.
He's going to be a min. He's decreasing on the left, increasing on the right, so a min. But he's not a poi because he's doing the same concavity, so he's a min. We don't have any maxes.
1 comma.
And if we plug 1 in,
It'll be 3 minus 4, so negative 1.
3 minus 4, negative 1. Okay, so, all right.
Increasing at
He is only increasing from
2 infinity.
1 to infinity. He is decreasing
Negative infinity.
Negative
to one.
infinity to 1.
negative infinity to 1. Yep, we could lump those all together, right?
Yeah, but I did.
Okay, concave up. He's first concave up from negative infinity to 0, and then he's concave up from
2/3 to 1.
2/3 to
Infinity.
infinity, right? Can we go 2/3 to infinity, concave up?
Yep.
Okay, concave down.
0 to 0.
0 to 2/3. That's it. Okay, maxes.
None. Is there?
No, 1 comma negative.
Oh, shoot. I labeled that as a max, but he's actually a min, right?
Min.
This is a min. I'm sorry, I labeled him wrong.
Yeah.
Because he's decreasing and then he's increasing. So he's a min.
No.
No max. None. Okay, min,
1 negative.
1, -1. And poise,
0 0 2/3 negative.
0, 0, and
Negative.
2/3, comma, negative 0.593. Bleh. Okay, let's plot him.
Wait.
How do we start plotting this?
Oh goodness.
You put your marks down.
What marks down?
All of them.
The coordinate thing.
I say we just.
Yeah, which ones are our coordinates?
The min.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, the maxes, mins, and poise. Those are the only coordinates that we actually know, right? So 1, -1, this guy is a min.
Smells like.
Okay, 0, 0 is a poi. And 2/3, oh my good heavens.
That's
They're
what
like
I was
right close
saying.
together. Okay, we're gonna go like this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 1 is here, 2, I'm gonna go like 4 units to every whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Too late for me.
This is
I'm just
1.
gonna Keep doing this.
This is 2, this is -1, -2. Can I do that? What's our parent function, by the way?
1.
X to the 4th.
Ah.
We have an x to the 4th power function, and he's positive, so he's going to be like a w, kinda, maybe. Okay. All right. So 0, 0 is on there.
Okay.
1, -1 is right here, and 2/3
1, 2. Okay.
-0.5 something right here. So this is a poi. These two are pois, and this guy's a min. Huh. What the heck and Bob?
1.
Do you know what this is gonna look like?
-1.
This is my min. He's decreasing the whole way through.
2/3 is there.
Okay, so he's gotta go like this, right? That's concave up, yeah? Then he's
Right there.
concave down, yeah? Is that concave down? Then he's concave up. Then he's also concave up.
Okay, yeah.
You see that?
So you
Yeah?
go we.
Yeah.
This middle guy just sucks.
Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? So I just like do the little curvature things, right? So this is curved upward because he's concave up. This is curved downward because he's concave down. This is curved upward.
Here we go.
This is
Yeah.
curved upward. Yeah,
That's what I got.
yeah. Make sense?
I even did it
No.
all
Hey, look at
myself.
that.
It's in the
Look
arm.
at me go.
That's so exciting. Perfect. Look at all that.
How much time do we have?
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all that stuff.
5 minutes, 6 minutes.
All right, there we go. That's all.
Are we turning these
Kobe,
in?
can you come here?